Hi again. This again is about audits. We've covered bits and pieces of it in other videos. But this particular version of the audit is the power to audit is the power to destroy. So let's look at audits. There's basically two types. One of them is an investigation civilly. The other is an investigation criminally. They have to operate independently of each other. And theoretically, that when the civil is over, if there's a reason to recommend criminal, it proceeds on that basis. So understand that when an audit is going to happen, you're being set up very likely for financial damage to the rate of $1,000 an hour for every hour the auditor spends. They do not expect to leave an audit without collecting money. So how much money can they go after? Well, it would be really nice if you think that, okay, they're going in and saying, well, I can probably get $5,000 and just say to you, look, at the end of the day, I want $5,000, so pay me the $5,000 and we'll go away for another year. But it doesn't work like that. They go in looking for as much as they can find. And how much you're able to pay has nothing to do with anything. If you say to an auditor, and I've done this, go gentle, because we want to keep the business alive so it can continue contributing to the tax basis. Don't assess them for more than they can pay, because it's just going to be a trip to the trustee and you'll have shot yourself in the foot. That does not enter into the equation anywhere down the line, because they want to come up with this big bill and it's got to go into their forecast of what their sales will be. And I absolutely know they forecast, because I have one case with a well-known famous doctor where the auditor was being pushed to whether or not he could put this into the budget for his forecast for how much money he was going to bring in. So they say it's about compliance. It's not about compliance. That's completely off the mark. And it's funny, on the subject of compliance, the Minister of Revenue recently, as yesterday, sent out a letter saying they were putting on a presentation about how there's going to be business liaison officers out there to help small business to understand about compliance. So within an hour of me receiving the notification of this presentation, I called the minister's office and said, how do I get on that list? And it's just simply funny. It's, I'll see what I can do. And that presentation was today, a day later. Haven't heard from them. And I wonder, was that even a real presentation? It was labeled as the Thunder Bay Toronto West Tax Services Office presentation, but the press release made it sound like they were really out there helping small business. It's not about that. And it's really quite offensive when they put out propaganda. So this power to audit and the power to destroy. If you look at it and they say, oh, well, you made this mistake over here, so and there, so we're going to punish your corporation, we're going to punish you, and the bill is going to be so big that you get destroyed. And I get it that I was supposed to do it right. I don't get it that when someone just doesn't know what they're doing, goofs up, got desperate, whatever, you slap them with a 50% penalty on top of a tax they probably couldn't easily pay to begin with. So how does it make it easier to punish people beyond making them pay the tax they were supposed to? I mean, that's a pretty big shock on that. And I get it that you can't have people thinking, well, all I have to do is beg for mercy and I don't get all that kind of punishment. I get that. But what about first offense, second offense, third offense? Where after the third offense, that's when you get to be a mean, nasty bully and destroy them because they just won't do what they're supposed to do. I'm absolutely convinced that if Canada Revenue Agency just took a fraction of the resources that they put into audit and destroy and put that into helping business and make this propaganda thing that they're talking about, the liaison officer coming in and showing you how to run your business, make that true. And don't make it just phony. Don't send in somebody who got the job based on some accounting experience would be useful, because that is what's advertised for an auditor's job. So I don't know where they're getting these highly experienced business consultants that can walk into all these different businesses and help them be more profitable and help them know. Why don't they start off by teaching people how to be ready for an audit? Why don't they teach them about audit-ready bookkeeping as if they don't know about it? You know, this nonsense of audits being an investigation, that's just dumbfoundingly crazy. The Privacy Commissioner indicates correctly that audits are investigative by nature. Why would they be investigative? It shouldn't be an investigation, civil or criminal, unless there's a reason to be suspicious, like you've caught them cheating. But just to go in assuming that this is a tax cheater and investigate, looking for things that they might have done wrong, instead of just checking for what they did right and coming up with an honest audit assessment that's real, that's based on the facts, and where Canadian businesses don't have to go to court just to get justice. And it's a sad state of affairs that we have an agency that frankly doesn't give a damn who they put out of business. So think about it when that brown letter comes, or that phone call comes, and you say, I've got nothing to be afraid of. I've done nothing wrong. Well, I wish to inform you, you've got a lot to be afraid of. Just ask all the people who said what you said and now really wish they'd treated it seriously. It's a serious matter. Be prepared. Be audit ready before that auditor walks in the door. Thank you.